Beat the Cowboys. One on bye. Dallas got it, not on IR. Got a lot of great hats going on. We got a lot of things to talk about today. And the Oakland A's are apparently coming to Vegas officially. Let's get it going.
Hey, yo, Pop.
Hey, Poppy.
Hey, Poppy.
Hey, yo, Poppy. What's poppin', B?
Hey, Poppy.
Hey, Poppy.
Hey, Poppy.
Hey, Poppy.
Papi. Que pasa, mi primo?
What's going on? It's your boy, Affiliated Poppy, aka New Era Capo, and you know what it is. It's a Friday! I know I've said a lot of different times we're going to do this thing on Tuesdays. We were going to go ahead and do this things on Wednesdays. And you know what? The problem is it's always hard because I work overnight. Sometimes I get a little too tired. Then I come in here. I don't want to record if I'm not going to give you guys the best of me. So if I can't give you the best of me, then I can't go ahead and do this thing of mine to the top notch like I want to do it. So I've officially decided we will be doing a Poppy in the mornings on Fridays because it's my Friday. It's going to get your weekend going right. It's going to get everything moving how I want it to move. I think that's going to be the best way we can go ahead and do it. And that way I can stay consistent with this thing. I can go ahead and be up on it. And it'll kind of be like a weekend wrap up, not a weekend, but a weekend. So the end of week wrap up. And we'll be able to go ahead and get things going. So for now on, that's how we're going to do doing this thing. We're going to be Friday mornings, probably about 11 a.m. my time, Pacific Standard Time, 2 p.m. you guys' time on the East Coast. I think it's good. It'll get your weekend going, give you a little something, before you hit out a happy hour or, to get you through those last couple hours of your work day. And I think that's going to be the best way to go ahead and play this thing. So for now on, that's when we will do it. I promise I will be consistent. I promise I will always come through and make sure I got y'all. So Fridays, hey Poppy, that's what we're doing. That's it. We'll lock it in, and you can bank on that. Now let's get things going. First things first, we gotta go ahead and start. Well, what's on the head, and what the fit of the stream right here? You see it, a beautiful velour or velvet Phillies from Topper Store USA. That nice maroon, that icy blue metallics. What I love that side patch, 1950 side patch, Philadelphia Phillies. This camera might not be doing it enough justice, but trust me, y'all, this hat right here, 10 out of 10, icy blue bottom. This right here, Batterman's crazy. Shout out to Pierre and Toppers USA. This is unreleased. My friend Pierre put this up. I had to hound him. I said, Pierre, I'm praying to the hat guys that I can hit on that hat. It's beautiful. It's a gem. I'm the Philly Don Dada. I need that bad boy. And he came through and did me a solid. Pierre, thank you. This crown is a thing of beauty. And I don't know. This one's gonna be in rotation all fall and winter. Come on, like I got jerseys to go with it, t-shirts to go with it. 10 out of 10. This thing is a beauty. I can't wait to just wear it out, wear it all over the place. People to come up and ask me about it. I'm gonna plug it left and right. And you guys are lucky it hasn't dropped yet. So everyone who's watching, you're gonna have a chance to go ahead and secure this bad boy right here. And if you do have the chance to secure it, don't sleep, please. This right here is a thing of beauty. It's a thing of beauty, and it hugs the head so perfectly. You can see that. I love this hat. Love it, love it, love it. So, speaking of toppers, speaking of crowns, let's go ahead and get right into the first thing I want to go ahead and talk to you guys. It's a big week in caps. A lot of things came through, a lot of drops. Pre-orders becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. They've always been a thing, but now they're becoming more of a mainstream thing. When hats are popping, when hats are big, people like them. People want, they want to go ahead and secure them. A lot of people end up not being able to get them. Some of these hats, they go fast. You want to go ahead and get them. So a thing we've been seeing we've been seeing a lot of the pre-orders. So I want to go ahead and show you guys 95 North. They got a big pre-order. Starts today. These hats will be, if you put your order in for these hats, you won't get them right away. But you're guaranteed to get your hat. It's going to take a couple months. They got to submit the order. The order is going to go through New Era. It's going to come back. It takes like 2 or 3 months. But the thing is, you're going to get your hat. And like I said, 95 North, they've had a lot of gems drop this year. And this is this is 7 of the best hats. This is 7 hats that people were excited about. That's the Phillies, a great Yankees right there. That crimson blue or red. Come on. That Cubs hat, beautiful. Good strong bird right there. I mean, every hat in this pre-order, you can't miss. Anything that you get in here, you're going to love it. And like I said, you're guaranteed to get it. You're guaranteed to get your size. You're going to have to be patient. It's going to come after the holidays. But the thing is, you're going to get your hat. It's going to start today. I don't know how long they're going to have the pre-order up for, but you're going to want to head over to 95 North's Instagram. Check it. Check out their information. It's going to be dropping today, this afternoon. So make sure after we're done with this live, y'all head on over there. Check it out. You're not going to want to miss out on this. Great Indians to end it all out. Come on. Like all those hats hitting crazy. Again, that's one of my favorite stores, 95 North. I feel like they've been dropping a lot of heat. This has been a big year for them. Shout out Kuda. Shout out Miss Velez. Always doing right by the people. Shout out the Metallic Mafia. And then we're going to go back over to Topper Store now. Topper Store has 1 hat on pre-order. They had like 4 or 5 up until this morning or late last night. So they are having, but this one right here, I missed out on this. This is one that I have to go and get because it is a Las Vegas minor league. But come on, check that. The big head alien, metallic hitting all crazy. The thing that I love about when you see the LV minor league, that side patch, it looks like a big silver dollar. So I love that big silver dollar because obviously Nevada being the silver state, and I have another one of their hats that they did do. This is also a Topper Store. You'll see that big side patch. It just looks like a big silver dollar. You can't be mad at that. That's like I love this hat. I love that. I love that side patch, LV. You know what I'm saying? Real ones know about this. You know about this squad. Toppers. This is from Toppers USA. And I believe they have these sitting on the site. If you like it, don't sleep. Go ahead and grab that. Do good. Do good, people. Do good. So we're going to jump into sports. But before we do, I'm going to get things a little funny. Just go ahead and listen to the video.
Rather A, be given $1 million, or B, have 10 carries in an NFL everywhere? This hypothetical is going viral everywhere. Would you rather A, be given $1 million, or B, have 10 carries in an NFL game to gain 5 yards for $10 million?
Now, $1 million sounds great. 10 million always sounds better. But let's keep listening.
Let's talk about some factors here. It doesn't state which offensive line we're running behind. Before I pick my answer, let's say I was running behind the Giants' offensive line. I know that 2, maybe 3 plays in, I would be in a wheelchair.
He's not lying. I think a lot of people are downplaying what it's going to take to get 5 yards.
It doesn't specify who the defense is. So I'm going to make this a little more challenging. You get the Eagles' offensive line against the 49ers' defense. You got Nick Bosa, Chase Young, Fred Warner, all coming for your throat. But
all top tier guys that I wouldn't want to take one hit from. Not one hit. Not one.
Then again, you got Jason Kelsey, Lane Johnson, Landon Dickerson blocking for you. And the one caveat here is that you cannot run the tush push. And you don't.
See, now that is a major factor as well, because I feel like that tush push secures you, gives you a lot of protection if you do it the right way.
Get any training or anything. You just get up right now and do it. But as each down passes, you're just going to get more and more hurt. And no, 45-year-old Jerry from the accounting department, you're not doing this. I can't wait to see all the delusion in the comments.
Now, it's funny that he said, I can't wait to see all the delusion in the audience, because I immediately sent this to the group chat, the Swoop Boys group chat. I had to ask the fellas how they were feeling. Cozy and myself right away said, we're not doing it. We'll take the mill. You're going to get broken too right off the rip. There's no way. There's literally professional running backs that their job is to run behind your great offensive lines. They literally do this. They train their whole life to do it. They are in the top tier shape. And a lot of those plays, a lot of those guys don't even get 5 yards on every down. So it was funny to us. The coach got in there and started immediately saying he would get the 5 off the rip. Coach was very confident in saying he was going to get 5. It wasn't going to be an issue. He had that in the bag, locked and loaded. I don't know about all that. I don't know about that. but he was very confident. But you know what? One person I didn't get to discuss this with is my Twizzy. He coming through to join us today. Twiz, you ready, my boy? Here we go.
Yo, fresh out the motherfucking gym.
Fresh out getting that working. Fresh out getting that working.
You know,
Good,
fresh
good
with the
Mata.
fresh.
Let me see that.
You know what I mean? With the fresh.
Woo!
Hey, but if you all know me, y'all know I'm a good Yankee collector. But look at the brim. Woo!
Brim is stupid. Hey, we brim twins.
Hey,
Brim twins.
and shout out to the plug because this was a gift. He shot this for free.
Hey, whenever the plug comes through and blesses you, you just gotta be appreciative and say thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
Definitely, bro. I appreciate it, man. What's
Have
good?
Have you seen this running back question yet?
Which one?
The 1 million or 10 million?
Nah, I haven't seen it.
All right, I'm gonna play it again. Because I really want to hear your thoughts on this. This is funny. We were talking about it in the group chat.
Okay. Let's see what we got.
Either A, be given $1 million, or B, have 10 carries in an NFL game to gain 5 yards for $10 million. Now let's talk about some factors here. It doesn't state which offensive line we're running behind. Before I pick my answer, let's say I was running behind the Giants offensive line. I know that 2, maybe 3 plays in, I would be in a wheelchair.
What?
It also doesn't specify who
Say what?
Oh
no, sorry, my bad. Yeah.
defense is.
Look,
so I'm going to make this a little more challenging.
Hold
You
on,
get the Eagles offensive line against the 49ers defense. You got Nick Bosa, Chase Young, Fred Warner, all coming for your throat. But then again, you got Jason Kelsey, Lane Johnson, Landon Dickerson blocking for you. And the one caveat here is that you cannot run the tush push. And you don't get any training or anything. You just get up right now and do it. But as each down passes, you're just going to get more and more hurt. And no, 45-year-old Jerry from the accounting department, you're not doing this. I can't wait to see all the delusion in the comments.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So for off the rip, do you think you can get the 5 yards? Are you gonna go for 10, or are you going to take the millie?
Look. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just because the nigga in me. Of course, I'm gonna say I can get the 5 yards. I'm gonna say it, but keep it a buck. I'm not gonna lie, Twizzy. I'm taking that million skating. I'm not gonna fuck up my body, bro. These motherfuckers, bro, that's 300 pounds, bro. You see when they land on these motherfuckers half the time and they're getting up. What, bro? I don't play football like that. I just go to the gym.
Dog,
Nah.
I straight up said, I'll take the meal ticket. Coach.
That's what I'm saying. I'm taking the meal.
Coach.
But see, coach be playing football, so he think he getting that 5 yard.
Oh, see, Chris said, I'll take the meal. Exactly. You take the meal, man. Coach legitimately said he can get the 5 yards. He didn't, and the way he said it with his chest through text message, but I know he was saying it with his chest, and he really said he could get it.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, I got love for coach and everything, but it ain't flag football.
It's not flag football. For one, it's not flag football. You're right. And for two, there's professional. I said there's right before you hopped on. I said there's professional running backs in the league that
can barely get 5.
Thank you. Behind great offensive lines.
What was it? Look, we can go for. Okay, we're not saying. Okay, what was it? Okay. Put it like this. Tony Pollard. He's a top 10 running back in the league, correct?
Yep.
So when he played the Eagles, he was averaging 3.4 yards. I'm not mistaken. It was like three some or 4. That's under 5. And that's a top tier running back.
Tony Pollard.
I think he averaged like 4 or 3 against us. I'm not sure.
No. You know what we're gonna do? We don't even need that. Tony Pollard. We're just gonna get his stats right now. So ain't no way.
See, told you, bro. Niggas be bullshit.
What do you think, Tony Pollard? Just not even for one game for the season right now. Do you know what Tony Pollard is averaging, cuz?
3.4.
3.9. Tony Pollard is getting 3.9 rushing yards average this season. He's not getting the 5, bro. He is not getting the 5. Swift doesn't get 4 all the yeah, here we go. Swift doesn't get 4 all the time, let alone 5. Exactly. And you know what? Not for nothing. No, coach is he's in shape. You know, I'm definitely sure if they asked him to go serve, he could go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, get busy. But coach does not have a big running back frame and where he can go ahead and get that. Pollard is stealing money. What's good with you, Mark? Pollard is stealing money from the Cowboys.
He's stealing money on that shit, bro.
But you know what? No. We like to see Pollard, you know, stealing money from them boys.
Oh, we do. We love that shit, bro.
Every time Pollard goes for less than 5 yards, I'm just.
I love it.
I love it. I
I
love
love
it.
it. I love it, baby.
I love it. Hey, you hopping on tonight with us, right?
All right, so we are you guys trying to collect on this Four Loco bet?
Hey, look, that ain't got nothing to do with me.
What
That ain't got nothing. That ain't
do
got
you know
nothing to
about
do.
this bet? What do you know
I know
about this
about the
bet
bet.
right
That's
now?
between you and Cozy. That ain't got shit to do with me.
I don't know why Cozy's fixated on me drinking this fucking Four Loco.
Hey,
So for everybody at home, the bet was it wasn't even really a bet. What happened was in the summertime, before the season got going, I said, "Oh, this hat right here. Oh, this right here is beautiful." I showed it in the beginning. I showed it again. This is the Toppers USA. It hasn't dropped yet. Shout out my boy Pierre. He gave me the early access, and I couldn't be more grateful. That is a velour crown you are looking at. The velour is beautiful. It's soft. When you wear this bad boy out, people are going to be like, what is that you're wearing on your head? And you're going to tell them it's a beautiful crown. That's what I'm wearing. A nice,
you look like an LL Cool J, nigga.
Yeah.
I need love type shit.
It's got the nice 1950 side patch. Metallic is going crazy on it. I don't know if the camera's doing justice for it. Nice blue visor. And then I love the back. It's got a hint of gold, a nice metallic blue. This go with all those old school maroon. It has not dropped yet. It hasn't dropped yet. Mark, I will personally make sure as soon as I know when it's dropping, I will DM you so you can jump on it. This hat is gonna sell. I've been on the velours lately, dog. I don't know. You like the velours or what?
I do. I just haven't caught one yet.
I'm getting a little velour happy over here. You know, got the Clark velour. I went ahead and got the Philly velour. I even went ahead and, you know, I had to even go and do this one, Twiz. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Don't get mad, my boy. This the LL Cool J.
Oh, yeah. Dog, I'm mad that you got that one. I fucked up. I slipped on that one. I slipped.
These velours, bro, they like the cords. They hold their shape so well. So you throw that on, it's gonna be solid.
That's a good hat.
They don't flinch, bro. I'm loving them. I'm loving these. All winter, baby, we're gonna be doing that up. But yeah, Mark, Topper Store USA. And the great thing about Topper Store is they don't tax. The hat, $50, $5 shipping. Good to go. You don't got to worry about all the extra stuff. If they have special materials like this, I think it's an extra $5. So they're solid. 10 out of 10. You're gonna always be happy with it. I love Toppers USA, bro. You know that's my spot. Them and
I know that's your
right
spot.
Now.
I know that's your spot.
I love them.
They got great hats. I'm damn near probably gonna go on today and probably cop that Las Vegas Alien one.
I'm definitely doing. I just was talking about that before you got on, and he's talking about this one, y'all. He's talking about we are the aliens. We are the aliens.
That shit go crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That shit go crazy. Niggas that don't understand that, oh man, you tripping. That shit.
Well, and I'm extra. I don't know. I'm just extra super excited right now because, you know, we got the announcement. We got the announcement. We are officially getting welcome to they're going to eventually be the Las Vegas Athletics. I'm gonna definitely send you that link, Mark. I'm gonna definitely send you that link. As soon as they tell me, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot it your way. We're getting the Athletics here in Vegas, so we already have their minor league affiliate. You know, it's gonna be a good time, bro. I'm a little excited right now. You know,
I'm hella excited.
I think it's just a good look, bro. Be able to hit up, you know, some baseball games.
I'm gonna have to pull. I told you I'm gonna pull up on you for one of them games.
Yo, you know the Yankees gonna be there. Pause.
I know you know I'm pulling up on you. You know I'm pulling up on you. I already got a spot to stay at. I'm pulling up to Twizzies.
I got you, bro. got the bed made up. You know what I'm saying?
I know you do. We good. You know, shout out to my little nephew Lex. He gonna be in there, you know, posted up with me, doing the little worm.
Yeah, every time we go to eat, that's what he always wants to do now.
That's my guy. That's my guy.
He's at school right now. He's souped. He can't wait for me to come pick him up. You know, it's Friday.
I know. I hopped on real quick because I gotta go get Genevieve right now in a minute. So I just hopped on real quick to touch in. You feel me?
Appreciate you.
Daddy Mo's. But will you be on tonight with us?
What time are you guys going live?
5:15.
5:15. I'm 50-50 right now.
Okay.
If I don't do it this week, I'll do it next week for sure. Because
Okay.
I want to do promo. I want to do some good promo on me having to chug this damn Four Loko.
I mean, even if you can get on tonight and don't even chug the promo, chug it. We can do a promo for it, a
All right,
special episode for it. Like, hey, this is the day, type shit. So we can do something.
all right, that's what I'm gonna try to make that then. I'm gonna let you know about
Okay.
4:30. It's gonna depend on how this nap goes.
Oh, I know you and your naps, nigga. All right, Twizzy, I'm gonna tap in with you, boy.
All right, cuz. Be
All
easy.
right, go.
Now, last night, you already know, our boy Shakur got busy. Now, I don't know how everybody else is feeling. I'm watching the fight as a boxing fan, someone who I enjoy a good fight. I enjoy watching, guys mix it up. I'm watching the fight. Now, I know it wasn't all flashy. It wasn't full exchanges. But y'all got to understand, Shakur went in there to handle business. Clearly, his camp had a game plan. He was sticking to it. He wasn't going to deviate. And I'm going to tell you what, it was kind of like watching an old Floyd Mayweather fight. I used to hate watching those, but, he was going for greatness. He was going for the title wins. And Shakur, granted, he was trying to make sure he did the same thing. He knew he had a guy that had, was dangerous. He didn't want to mix it up like, everybody was the booing and everybody wanted him to get busy. But look, a win's a win, right? At the end of the day, the win's the win. That's what we always say. And this is what this was for Shakur. He went in there. He didn't deviate from his plan. He stood his ground, and he did what he was supposed to do. A lot of people had something to say about it, including Devin Haney. I did not appreciate what Devin Haney went ahead and said. He said, should have offered this bum 10%. I was being too generous. Bro, and I'm happy Gervonta went ahead and did this. Gervonta tells Devin Haney he's only offering 10% for their matchup. That's what I'm offering you, son. And you know what? I ain't the biggest Tank fan, but this right here, it made me rock with Youngin. I'm here. I'm on the Tank bandwagon now, bro. I'm rocking with Tank. I like what he's talking. Because you know what, bro? Don't try to disrespect, a guy going and getting his win. Especially when you're not trying to fight him yourself. And not for nothing, in my opinion, Devin Haney and Shakur Stevens' fighting styles are very similar. It's not like they're that different. I think if Devin Haney was in the same situation, that's the same game plan he would have went in there with, and that's how he would have executed. So for him to say that, I don't know. I thought it was disrespectful. I'm happy somebody else spoke up, and had words for him. And I hope he shuts his mouth after that. Speaking of someone else who needs to shut their mouth, James Harden. James Harden. You bum. You were so miserable in Philadelphia. Daryl Morey was the worst person ever. You're never going to play for him again. Until you started getting hints of maybe things ain't going to be so sweet for me. And then you finally get your trade. You get traded to the Clippers like you wanted. Daryl Morey comes through. Finally gets a trade that was going to be fair for the Sixers. You're giving up somebody like James Harden, even though James Harden flaked, he disappeared in those last couple games. James Harden isn't the same James Harden, but he is still James Harden. The court vision was still there. The passing was still there. So, he still had a little life in him. So you got to get something for that guy, especially since we gave up Ben Simmons, who hasn't been playing. But we did give up Ben Simmons, who was at the time looked at as a superstar. So now, James Harden gets the trade that he's been wanting. He's in LA. He's on the Clippers. And they haven't been able to win with him. They haven't been able to win with James Harden. But meanwhile, it's so funny that the young boy Maxey getting to stretch his wings a little bit more. Goes out and has a 50-piece game. Sixers had a nice little winning streak. Granted, I know we've dropped a couple games, since this beautiful night. But the Sixers are doing way better than anyone ever thought they were. Me included. I did not think the Sixers were going to be balling like this. I was going to boycott watching the Sixers until James Harden was traded. Thank goodness it got done so early in the season. I'm able to go ahead and enjoy a little Sixers basketball because this is right here is beautiful. Guys like James Harden are cancers to teams. They think he thinks he's the system. Everything goes better when it goes through him. And evidently that's just not true. It's just not true. And we're seeing that play out live in front of all of our eyes. James Harden got exactly what he wanted, and it's not all shaped up to be what he thought it was going to be. And, karma's real, man. He got what he deserved. I'm happy to see how he ended up. Philly wasn't good enough for you. You got what you wanted, and that's not working out either. So, like we heard, James Harden, you're the problem. You got to fix you, man. And it's wherever you go, you're going to take you with you. So, sorry. I don't care, bro. Let's get on to our birds. We're on bird watch, right? We've been on bye. And finally, the Philadelphia Flying High Eagles are about to face off against the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, I know a lot of people are calling this a Super Bowl rematch. A lot of people are excited because we want to get our get back. But let me be very clear here. This isn't a Super Bowl rematch. Yes, this is the same two teams that played in the Super Bowl. Yes, it's the same two quarterbacks. Someone we're considering the greatest of all time of this generation. Someone we believe is an MVP, Hurts, going to be facing off. But this is not a Super Bowl rematch because there's no trophy that's going to get exchanged at the end of this game. The Eagles are essentially in a lose-lose situation. If we go on and win, the media is not going to treat us any different because let's go ahead and take a look here. We beat the Patriots. We beat the Vikings. We've beaten the Rams. We beat Miami convincingly. We beat Dallas. These are all teams that people have been saying are going to be high up. These are people that are going to be there in the playoffs. The Eagles have beaten them convincingly. The Eagles only lost one game. The media is not talking about the Eagles any different. But I'll tell you who they are talking about. They're still talking about the Cowboys as Super Bowl contenders after they have beat up on the New York Giants twice. Lost to the San Francisco 49ers, who were on a 3-game losing streak and got right against another losing team. They're talking about these teams like they're Super Bowl contenders, they're favorites, they're front runners. I'm going to tell you what, right now, it's not really so much about the Kansas City game. We need to go in there and we need to win that. And this next month, these next 4 games, these next 4 weeks, the Eagles fans have to take the emotion completely out of it. We need to go over to the Kansas City Chiefs. We need to go ahead and beat them convincingly. No emotion. Get in there, do our job, get out. Buffalo Bills, their season hasn't been going out exactly how they planned. However, they are a dangerous team. They can beat you. We need to go in there and handle business. Now, these next two. Very important key. San Francisco. For San Francisco, the Eagles game is their Super Bowl. All offseason, this is all they've been talking about. All they've been worried about is the Philadelphia Eagles. Every move that they have made this offseason and during the season has been about preparing for the Philadelphia Eagles. Everything that they have done, we have been on their mind. We are living rent-free in 49ers' heads. All the fans, all the players, Philadelphia is in their heads. We own them, point blank, period. For them to get a win against us, that's their Super Bowl in 3 weeks. They're very emotionally charged right now. They even went ahead and grabbed Chase Young. There was a report that came out. Howie and the Niners were both trying to go ahead and get Patrick Surtain from Denver in fear that the other one might be trying to get it. Now, I would love if Howie would have made that move happen. I think that the price tag was a little too high. He's a young premier cornerback in the league. That guy would have had us set for the next 8 years. But the 49ers went ahead and they want to get in there because they wanted him, because they want to be in this weapons race so they can have everything possible available to them when they play us. The gauntlet is a conspiracy. Eagles going to run the table, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. Mark, Mark, I can't. I love Mark. Mark, me and you, I feel like we're always on the same wavelength. I feel like we're always on the same vibe. I feel like we always are like right there. It's supposed to rain Monday night. Could be another wet field. Oh, they would love to have another wet field. They would love to have another wet field. Honestly, I think this season a wet field would help us more though. I think Big Swifty and we're getting Jurgens back. That's going to help with the run game. I think that'll help us out a lot. We're going to be able to run a lot more. The run game has been lackluster the past month. Who's been out? Cam Jurgens has been out. He's going to come in, help get that offensive line back on track. It's going to be a lot smoother. I guarantee it. Now, we need to take the emotion out of that San Francisco game because that's all they want to do. They're going to come in there, and then it's in Philly, so that's a bonus. They're going to come into Philly. They're going to come in. They want to beat us. And really, if we go ahead and handle business against those three, the Dallas game really has not much merit. You know, they're going to want to beat us too. I think it'd be great if we sweep the Cowboys. I think we can beat them. They tend to play better against us in Jerry World. I would love to beat the Cowboys twice in one season. That'll help get them kind of out of the way. But one thing that's been, and this has been bothering me. Here we are. The Eagles have been having another successful season. We're doing everything right that we need to go ahead and do. And, you know, the Cowboys, we beat them. And still, because no one else is competent in our division, no one else is able to go ahead and do anything about it. They just lose against the Cowboys. They're competitive against us. Like Washington is competitive against us, but it's like when it comes to the Cowboys, sometimes they play them hard, but they just still never beat them. They just get close enough, but don't do it. The Cowboys are still nipping at our ankles, so we need to go ahead and keep winning. Just like last season, remember, it really came down to like the last couple weeks. We had to keep winning just to go ahead and keep them at bay, and it shouldn't be that way. We should be able to get our little first round bye and be taking our division and be chilling, but no one else seems to be able to go ahead and handle business against the Cowboys, who lost to the Cardinals, who we get to face towards the end of the season. Hopefully, they're literally in die mode at that point. They're not even playing starters. We get the Giants twice at the end of the season. They don't even have Daniel Jones. We'll see if Saquon's going to be available for them by then. And honestly, if we take care of business against the Seahawks, whatever happens with the Cowboys won't matter. But like I said, these next 4 weeks are the most important. We get through these first three. It's a cakewalk after that. Dallas really, they're a non-factor. I just want to go in there and I want to see these guys eat, man. I want to see the brotherly love. I want to see them get excited. I want to see them, getting ready for the playoffs. That's him and the sexiest man alive, baby. So finally, man, last thing I really wanted to talk to everybody about, we got some updates on the Phillies. It's very interesting. Bryce Harper is going to be playing first base. That's pretty much closing the door on Hoskins. Hoskins, we appreciate you for your service. But, I mean, Bryce Harper looked good at first base, and that's going to help us out a lot, with who we're going to be keeping because the outfield was going to get a little crowded at one point, but we're going to move Castellanos. We want to have the big man, playing DH. So, unfortunately, it's going to be Hoskins who's going to be the odd man out. And it's sad because he's the second longest tenured Philly. And we appreciate everything he's done for the franchise. I mean, that's why it was so heartbreaking that we didn't win the World Series last year or we weren't able to go ahead and quite get there this year because you're getting situations like this happen where you have these guys who are long tenured and now we have to start making business decisions and the business is going to affect how things are played on the field. This was another one that kind of scared me. I'm glad this ended up being just a rumor and they quickly dispelled it. Nick Castellanos trade rumors. Look, I know the first season with Nick Castellanos wasn't that great. This season, he was immaculate. I know a little streaky, but who isn't, in the MLB? Nick was one of those guys, when we really needed him, he was there. Granted, I know the NLCS didn't go quite as he planned, but come on, you don't even get to the NLCS without the work that he did all the way up until that point. So I'm happy that they said that Nick's not on the trading block. They want to keep him. He's part of it right now. Now, this right here. Every day I feel like I'm hearing a new Aaron Nola story. Every day I'm hearing the Phillies are closer and closer. Then I hear they're farther apart. I'm hearing the guy wants $200 million. I don't think he's going to get $200 million on the open market. And it's funny because for most of the season, Philly fans were calling for this guy's head. For most of the season, you guys didn't even want him there. Now there's a chance that he might be leaving us. And we're like, wait a minute, wait. No, we were just kidding. Come here. No, Aaron, come here. We need you. Because when we do get into these playoffs, and I know he puts up a stinker, one game out of, and it usually comes at the worst time. But Nola, when it comes time to it, for the most part, he is an ace pitcher. And the fact that we have him and Wheeler together makes us so competitive when it comes down to postseason play. So I really hope that they're able to go ahead and figure it out. He is the longest tenured Philly. Because if you get rid of him, then you got a couple young guys that we drafted, but then everybody else has been added, free agents. Which, look, I love Bryce Harper, but we didn't draft him. He came from somewhere else. Love the guy. Love how he loves Philly. I fully wish we drafted him. I want to see him play the rest of his career there and here. And so I just hope they can get the Nola thing figured out. I think they are going to get closer and closer. I don't think the number is going to be 200 million, but I think it's going to be it's going to come down to an extra year and a couple dollars. Dombrowski, I know you're already good about opening the change purse. Just get us a good deal. Keep the guy here. But one thing that was very interesting about it, come out of all of this is Jim Salisbury. The Phillies are very interested in Yamamoto. We saw Yamamoto in the World Baseball Classic, and the guy was throwing heaters. My ideal offseason shopping list is if we can get Aaron Nola and Yamamoto. And Phillies have never signed a Japanese player like that before. That would be the first. But if they go ahead and do it, that bullpen's looking good. The starters are looking a lot better. We got a lot of heat. What's going on with you, Vic? Good to see you, my brother. Hope all's well with you. Good to see you, man, on a Friday afternoon. Just, doing a little hey poppy. We're getting close to the end here. Just talking about Phillies, a couple little rumors, a couple little off-season hot stove things. Other than that, I guess I'll go ahead and show you guys a couple of my favorite pickups that I've been getting lately. Now, I did show you guys the Topper Store USA, Las Vegas 51s. Now we have the Aviators. So now we have the Aviators, but this is 51s. Good Topper Store hat. Speaking of the greatest players in baseball, we were able to come up with this Shohei Ohtani. I love this one. This is also from Topper Store USA. Good Shohei Ohtani side patch right there, the number 17. The brownish, supposed to look like the rice paper that they use in Japan. 17. It's as Ohtani. Come on, man. Like, this hat is a gem. Beautiful. Two great Topper Stores hats right there. And then went ahead and picked up a nice little Chicago. Little White Sox, Big 95. This is from 95 North. The green and the blue looks great. For those of you who might not know, my father's from Chicago. So, sometimes I like to pick up a nice little Chicago hat. He likes to see him. And, I like that big C. So, been doing a lot of 95 and 95 North and Toppers. They've really been my main two shopping places lately. They just been coming out. Look at this hat. I'm going to wear this hat the rest of the winter, man. I'm telling you, this hat is beautiful. Topper Store. They just come with all the heat, and they just seem to get better and better every week. So, man, it's great. Like I said, guys, we're going to start doing these Fridays. Promise you guys I'm going to stay consistent with the Fridays. It's my day. It's my final day off. I'm off. I don't have to worry about anything. I got plenty of time. Lex is at school, so I don't have to get him for a few hours. So I got me a little time right here to come in, do the pod, catch up. And I think it's cool because now we'll be able to do a little weekend and a little weekend preparation. So I like it. It's a day after Swoop Boys. And then make sure you guys are tuned in tonight. We got Cozy with a twist. You know what I'm saying? Twizzy and Co's going to get on. They're going to talk a little bit. If I'm free, I'm going to hop on there too. talk a little mess with those fellas. Appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by. Make sure you're liking, make sure you're subscribing, make sure you're sharing it, make sure you're telling a friend to tell a friend. Because, hey, man, we got a lot of fun stuff coming, over the rest of the football season. We got some giveaways coming up, and you're going to want to be locked in for those. But, hey, it's your boy Rico. I hope everybody has a great rest of the weekend. And I guess I won't be talking to you guys until Thanksgiving or after Thanksgiving, since that's Thursday. Yeah, so maybe next week we might not have a pod just because of the holiday, Black Friday. I don't know what everybody's going to be doing. I might be in a turkey coma, but after that, we'll start doing these every week. Appreciate everybody. Have a good rest of your weekend. Peace.
Hey, yo, Pop.
Hey, Poppy.
Hey, Poppy.
Hey, yo, Poppy. What's poppin', B?
Hey, Poppy.
Hey, Poppy.
Hey, Poppy.
Hey, Poppy.
Papi. Que pasa, mi primo?